It is incredible to think that thousands of years ago, ancient civilizations were able to predict things that are just now happening. Here are some examples of ancient predictions that have come true. The Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar II commissioned the construction of a massive wall around his city to protect it from invaders. However, a few years later, the city was destroyed by an earthquake so powerful that its foundations were shaken. Although there were no written records of the event, archaeologists found evidence of the earthquake in the form of broken pottery and other artifacts. The ancient Greeks were well aware of the destructive power of war, and they wrote extensively about it in their literature and philosophy. In fact, the Greek historian Thucydides is considered to be the father of scientific history for his detailed account of the Peloponnesian War. But even he could not predict the destruction of Athens. In 480 BC, the Persian king Xerxes I invaded Greece with a massive army, but the Greeks defeated him at the Battle of Salamis. However, Athens was ultimately destroyed by the Roman general Lucius Mummius in 146 BC. This destruction caused by nature is one of the most terrifying things that can happen to a civilization. It is truly amazing to think that these ancient civilizations were able to predict things that are just now happening. What do you think of these predictions? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. The ancient Babylonians predicted the destruction of their city by an earthquake. In the 6th century BC, the Library of Alexandria was destroyed by fire. One of the most famous ancient libraries was the Library of Alexandria in Egypt. It was said to contain hundreds of thousands of scrolls and books, but it was completely destroyed by a fire in the 3rd century AD. While the exact cause of the fire is unknown, it is believed to have been caused by a careless librarian who left a candle burning. This is ironic because the library was supposed to be a place of learning and enlightenment, but it was destroyed by a simple accident. The Mayans predicted the end of the world. The Mayan civilization reached its peak between the 3rd and 10th centuries AD in what is now Mexico and Central America. Their society was highly advanced for its time, and they developed a sophisticated writing system, a complex calendar, and a number of scientific and mathematical concepts. However, their society ultimately collapsed due to a combination of factors, including overpopulation, warfare, and natural disasters. Interestingly, the Mayans had predicted the end of the world in their mythology. They believed that the world would end on December 21, 2012, when the current cycle of time would end. Of course, the world did not end in 2012, but many people still believe that the Mayan prophecy is true and that the end of the world is near. The ancient Greeks predicted the destruction of Athens. These are just a few examples of ancient predictions that have come true.